So hi guys, because I'm so good to I hope you guys are fine, are doing well. Um, I think we're gonna do today's story in English. I'm okay doing it in English. I don't know if I should do it in English or I should do it in what language. Okay. Um. So yeah. I'm just trying to take my pillows so I could be comfortable. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Cucumber Pot. I teach about a bedroom life. Today we were talking about how do you your men's thing, you know. So we were talking about that today. So yeah, the name of the page is Cucumber Pot. Because channel, YouTube channel, Cucumber Pot. Upot lower board, you know. So please do try to find the channel as well, and you know you can. I mean, I'm also gonna learn how to add the channel here, but I will really appreciate if you guys can also subscribe on the channel. You know, I know I'm late, but some people are working at the 90. Just in case you were passing by, this live was this video was done live, so that's what I'm talking about. I was actually in another top and I like telling these stories when I'm relaxed and I'm not rushing. I'm in the bed, so yeah. Sanibona Thando zami, welcome. I have been waiting for you, sis. Oh, I was live on the other page. I mean, on the other channel. And okay, guys, I know what I have been unemployed, of course, for a long time because I've been doing content. But I did tell you guys, Uguti, I had a mental problem. Like I was tired mentally. So I was just dealing with myself. Right now, I'm just back on social media like nobody's business, especially on YouTube, you know. So if I'm getting Zoza, since I will not miss, because if I miss not coming here, that means I'm not gonna have food next month. Yeah, understand? So it's emsebenzini la. This is my job at the moment. Namhlanje guys, but ngirejistile as an unemployed person. Life in Finland, ngirejistile unemployed because yeah. So soon you might hear me saying I'm tired. I just came back from work. I will be posting as well. Ngoba ngibuyela kamlungu, iy'thando zami ngibuyela kamlungu. Kubi, ngibuyela kamlungu. Anyway ke, bazalwane, I hope you have your popcorn ke because it's about to be late. First and foremost, sawubona Mbali Mlangeni, sawubona Hana, Naledi, sawubona nawe Lungi, Nomzamo. Angikwazi ukubiza igama la Nosipho angazi Aspa Lady D. So you can stay if you speak English today. I feel like just speaking my English. I feel very expensive today. I feel very luxury. Lerato and hello baby. Sizwe Xaba. So, but so far I'm just seeing the Zulu people. I'm not seeing any English person. However, ngiyaphila dala unjani? Uyayibona lento leyo noLulu. So when that, but first, I'm not saying English people, but however, I know you guys can speak English. So wow, inside Pagat. Okay. So we're gonna start by saying Uguti. Guys, you hear this thing that says body county. You know when men they don't want us to be free sexually. They don't want us to enjoy what other children are enjoying outside. You see, men are different. And I would say that it's very good, Uguti, English, please, thank you. It's very good. I would use English today. Sheila, I feel like English today, honey. And I know I'm going to smash it even in English. I'm here. I was saying to you, you see when men, they are saying there is a body count. If you don't know what is a body count, like you calculate, Uguti, I love it. Let's go, Englishman. When they say you body count is when you are calculating how many people you have slept with. So a man will say to you, he's not gonna marry you because you have slept with a lot of people. Duh. We also humans because they also there was something I saw. You are a person, I'm a person. She's a person and he is a person. We are persons. I laughed. So we are also persons. You are also the men are persons. So men should go and sleep with everyone, and us women we should just wait for one man while he's going and sleeping with everyone, and us we are just sitting and waiting for him. I wasn't born to wait for anyone, but wait. Mina, I came to this earth to explore. Mina, I came to this earth to see if there's different fruit, different sizes, different. Anyway, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying ukuthi nje mina body count or no body count, I don't give a F. Now the story I'm about to drop for you, it just says ukuthi it's very good ukuyiphatha kahle. Please underline. It's very good to close your legs. You wait for a man, get married, and then with your one partner and die tomorrow. No problem. Very good. But we shouldn't be held by society and be told by the society how we should be living, where our pussy should be going, our postment. Postment would go where mean a placement I once meant. Now we come back, my love. So hala baby, hala we LCD. So get under Zamik. My sweetie parent. So get I think this nail should go. My friend. Eh, right now I'll call her my friend. Okay. Because she may her soul rest in peace. She passed on as a friend. So in that time I didn't know her. So she was working as a prostitute. I'm sure this way we can say, but she was working as a sex worker. Maybe this is the name I can use. She was working as a sex worker in a club. So in this club, I used to do her nails because I didn't know her, but I was doing her nails. It was a club where the ladies would stay. Some ladies are from outside of South Africa. They live there. They stay there. You stay inside, and then there will be guys who come in the bar to drink, and if they feel like they want shakara, then they will choose in between these girls. The girls will also be sitting there drinking. The place was located where anyone and anything can go. There wasn't any dress code. Which maybe the place was classy. There wasn't any dress code or anything. However, it was a very famous place, and because it had the geld, it was a bit expensive. So not just anyone, any man could just go there. You understand? The men with money who usually went go there. Now, the owner of the place, bafethu sizoshintsha kwakuyakuphi angifuni ukukusho uma sesifaka abelungu because iy'tori zabantu lezi akusona isami. So sizothi indoda kwakuyakephi, mhlawumbe sizothi indoda kwakuyaseJapan, angazi yiphi nje i-country esingayikhetha, kodwa ngishilo izolo ukuthi indoda bekuyeyaphi, kodwa namhlanje ngeke ngisho leyo nto. To be safe and to respect the people I'm talking about, I'm gonna change the country's name for the guy. Okay? Austria. Ha, wendaba ukhethe i-Austria. Into amgila yona ngicela ukuthi sikhethe ukuthi sithi Italian ngoba into amgila yona into ongayigilwa i-Italian. Say no, it was a white guy. It was a European guy, my sister. It was a European guy. Welcome to Tiki Tiki Nation. LTD, oh, kuchaza ukuthini uma kuba Greenland. Remember? Fuseki. Thank you. You are the first member. You are the first member. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bethu. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, ngicela ungichazele ukuthi i-member ichaza ukuthini. It's like Facebook, you subscribe, you know. Nalana, you subscribe. Kune-subscription yokuthi you become a member. Oh, I think imali yale nyanga o-subscribe ngayo ngizonikeza lo mfana wangisiza ngokuthi subscribe kanjani la. I'm just gonna give him like, thank you so much. Thank you. You're the first member. I didn't even know ukuthi how a person becomes a member. I just know ukuthi I have this subscription because I appreciate you guys being here. You understand? Some things I just don't feel like pushing it to you. I feel like, okay, obviously they will see, you understand? So I didn't push the Lento membership, but oh, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, ukuthi nabanye-ke, they will also become our members. eh, by the time goes by, nami I will have leyo oomph. Angifuni ukuthi ngihlukela kunini. I don't want you guys saying, because she had her own problems, now she's coming here, she's starting to tell us ukuthi subscribe. Guys, you do it uqhamuka enhlizweni yakho. Njengoba nami ngisho ukuthi today ngiregister as an unemployed person ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi ngathi kuzoba no 4:10. Anyway, let me continue. Thank you all. Thank you so much. How to become a member? Where AJ, where did you find the thing yokuba member? I know good when I get out of the YouTube, I can see where it says subscribe. Kubhalwa kanjalo la eceleni emva kwe-subscription. This message is held. View message. Why was it held? It's my first time, Lana. I love you, girl. I love you too, babe. Ngicabanga ukuthi u-L uzosibhalela ona. AJ, can you write for us in summary if the other members wanna become members? Ukuthi, how did you do it? Anyway, let me continue the story. Thank you all support. Thank you ngiyayidinga support. But ngiya-appreciate nje nokuthi niyabuka. Highly appreciated because you guys have been my rock. Anyway, let me continue. So let's say ukuthi guy was Italy. The man, the owner of the club was an Italian man. Okay. So I did say he was from another European country, but we're gonna say he's from Italy. You Italians are gonna anyway, he was from Italy. We are choosing Italy. So this guy, I don't know who this man who he was dating, he's the owner of this club and he's making more. If you are booking these girls, I don't know how much these girls were paying or how much he was taking from these girls. Now look, pata, how? This lady, let's say her name was Lucia. We're giving her a name because I don't want to say her family, her peace, her soul is resting right now. So I don't want to make their family members, if I call the names, they would see, I don't want to be sued. So, Ulusha ended up dating Ulusha. She passed on as my friend. She dated Lomlungu manje, this guy. I don't know how it started, but I think because the guy was single, he started by wanting to, every night when he wants, he would take her. Then they ended up dating. Now this is what I would tell you what is magic. Some men don't care how many men have slept with you because there she was doing everything in front of him. She was a worker there. So she ended up, the guy ended up taking her home. Now they stay together. Now she was just like a normal girlfriend. They would go everywhere. Here is a problem in the story. Okay, so their relationship was nice. The girls that were there, it was a shock. They started hating her. She would come in like a boss and walk. Some girls won't talk to her because now she was a boss. She would come and sit at the bar. Any man who talks to her, thank you, Hope. Thank you, my love, so much. Thank you. I think Hope Tail, any man that would come, she would be like, no, 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 no. I'm not working. You can go to other ones. But she was not a mean, like she wasn't a mean bitch just because now she's dating the boss of the club. Now she even moved in with the boss of the club. No, 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 she was not mean. But there was that thing, Uguti. Hayibo phela sengibhebhe uboss manje. You understand? Ngidla ipipi likaboss. Bikhona leyo nto. You understand? So, afterwards, Nina, she find out she was pregnant. Kazini, that time again, now I knew her. Angithi phela, us, when you are dating a white guy, it's like you are dating Jesus himself. It's like you are dating God himself. In that time, right now, it's like, oh, he's white, so what? Oh, like, even I'm talking about you guys, not myself only. Ukuthi even you guys, umuntu methana nomlungu, it's like, oh, okay, uthanda nomlungu, so what's the cheat, Anyway, at the time, sis, I even wished to wash her feet. Because Pelangisi, I knew her from the salon because in this place where they were working, this bar, it was just where I was working, doing the nails at the salon. Okay, so if she will come around, I will see her. Then she will say, "Oh, she's doing her nails." She will tell me what now she's dating the owner of the club. Or she will say to me, "Come sometimes, guys." Mina, I think we would see. I have this likable thing. Bafethu ngiyaxolisa kanjalo. I don't know. I'm not breaking. Bafethu ngicabanga ngizwa njalo. But I think ukuthi people just like me. Just I don't understand how. And she was one of those people I could see because she really liked me. Every time when she wanted to do her nails, she would want me to do her nails. She would ask me, please come and visit my house. That's how we became friends. But she was totally very older than me. I think she died at what? At 42 or 45. And right now I'm 25. I don't want to tell you my real age. Anyway, anyhow, when you are passing by hearing this story, she died in jail. She was quite older than me, more than 10 years older than me. So she would say visit. So guys, because my school, I was still in school at the time. So because my school was very far, I would walk and walk past her house because it was from the village, and then you go and pass white people's houses, and then you get to town. So I would pass to them and sit down and eat, and then I would continue with the way because maybe it was what 15 kilometers, I think, because I would walk. Guys, and I cannot say, maybe 10 kilometers, I don't remember, but my high school was very far from where I was living. Now walk. Hi, I hear that she's pregnant. Hi, wait, she's pregnant. We were very happy because she was pregnant. Her pregnancy was celebrated by everyone because it was like a black prostitute is now getting married with a white man, since a white man was a person that was glorified, especially a European man. Everyone was glorifying it. See, it was like a wow, unbelievable thing. They were living in a very beautiful house. Amazing. I win. Eh? It was a nice thing. All I'm telling you, everyone who knew her, when you see her, you wish you can bow down because of course, she was very stylish. My sister, before even she went in a relationship with this European guy, she was very stylish. She got more stylish again now dating him. Mola was just right here. So, okay, my sister, she was even smelling like money, looking like money. She was dressing to kill. Sis, I win. While we were still happy, everything was fantastic. We were celebrating Wuzhai. Omokeli is now with a European guy. They have a beautiful house called in South Africa. The guy is owning the big club. He also had other businesses. Sonja is still like, what a wow. My sister, I went pata pata. She started telling me and these girls I was living in. There was it's a long story, but some of you do know because I've told you. I've once lived with one of my friends that she was studying, her father died, and then her whole family went to live in a village, but she was living in a house, a big house. So we were living with her. Mina, it was more easier to go to school. The other girls were not studying, we were just sitting there. This is a story for another day. So this our Lucia used to come there and tell us what is going on in her relationship because it was a walkable distance. Sis, she started telling us she's not pregnant from the white man. My sister. Tina, we were even talking about ukuthi uzothola amafa. Konje, what is ifa nge-English? Guys, don't forget to like. Thank you, Mbali. Thank you, Mbali Mlangeni. Guys, don't forget to like, please, the video. As we are njengamanje almost 200, can we press the ukuthi it also look the same? There's 3 dots down there. Please, you just press the I get some. Let me continue. While you guys are liking. Tina, inheritance. Yes, Ntombi. Thank you, Ntombi. Very fast. Tina, we were even sitting down thinking ukuthi we were counting ukuthi phela the guy was older than her, but not too much. Since we were starting to say ukuthi she would now she's pregnant. She will inherit the house because the guy is still is a European. He still goes home in Europe. He still visits his family. So obviously, if he dies, these people will not come here in South Africa and start claiming his house. We were thinking, hi, she's pregnant. We were wishing she would born a son so that the son can take care of the club. take the business of his part. The son can take care of the investment of this European man in South Africa. My sister. We were sitting down when we were gossiping about her. We don't gossip. We would say, she was a prostitute. She was sleeping. All we were saying was, however, it was like she won a jackpot. We were just saying, guys, imagine your life have been effed up. Your life, thank you, Sizwe Club. How about it? Things and deliver. We were like, hey bo, bafethu kanjani? Uyabona nto le ukuthi we were thinking nje ukuthi hawe ma uvele nje ithi impilo ikudakeliwe. Life nje have been so painful to you, and then all of a sudden, boom, you win a lot. All of a sudden nje uthatha umlungu, you are living in a mansion. Yabo, life, and then you get pregnant. This doesn't happen for everyone. This doesn't happen for everyone. My sister, wait a minute. Girl is saying, I'm not pregnant from the white guy. I win. How do you know? Apparently, the guy did the what is this thing for medical for medical thing. English is not my language. What is this term? He did the Optimus. The guys, please say this thing. He did the Optimus. When you the vacuum. Oh, English. Why are you doing this? Yeah, but you know the thing. Vaxetom, yes. Apparently, the guy did the Vaxotom. I don't know how to call that word, but the Vaxotom. If you don't know that word, you will read in the comment section down below. So, guys, I'm so sorry if you are commenting. Because I don't answer comments usually because when I get off here, I have to try to go to the business and answer the business. By the way, I sell womb cleansing for your womb, for women. If you have done an abortion, you have had a miscarriage, your postment is not smelling good down there, you have a discharge, a yellow discharge, I have a treatment tea that I'm selling. So I have a lot of customers on WhatsApp that are inquiring. I have some distributors. If they are reporting something or they need something, I have to answer my WhatsApp. So I spend most of the time answering on that side of the business. So please bear with me. But other than that, most of you do understand and do know. I also have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have TikTok. Right now, I'm busy growing TikTok. I'm live more on TikTok. I'm just everywhere, guys. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I'm hustling by all means. Anyway, let's continue. The tea is 250. Yeah, it's under. I also sell men's products, if you are a man. But let me continue. My sister will ask her, if so he's vaccinated, who made you pregnant? When ask my sister, a Tanzanian guy. Vele ngibona ukuthi. So while you were living this soft life, you're busy effing a Tanzanian guy. A Tanzanian guy, guys, was a dealer. I'm not gonna say what he was dealing. He was a dealer. Sis, okay, I'm not saying Gucci. I don't want to put too much of my opinion. I'm not saying the European guy was good because now he owns this kind of a place. But the Tanzanian guy was just a person who who is dealing by the door of this place. My sister, how can you be living lavish? They take you from the place you are. But we are not judging anyone. My sister dropped the bomb. And you know what was the problem? We knew the Tanzanian guy, even his name. But these people are there in the city, in town where we are going. We know everywhere. We know the Nigerians that were there. There were doctors from Uganda who were practicing the high lay SA. There were these people from Uganda who were practicing medical traditional medicine, traditional doctors of Ugandans. So that place was more for foreigners. So you know who's who and who's what and who's doing what there. My sister, I did say to myself, ukuthi amathanga ahlanzela abanganamabhodo. That's Zulu language. It says ukuthi those who have food, they don't have fire in the stove and the pot to cook the food. Those who have the stove, they don't have the food. So in this case, we say ukuthi food, amathanga ahlanzela abanganamabhodwe. Food come to those who doesn't have stove to cook it. Because how can you be dropped in a soft life? And then now we are asking her questions. My sister, why did you live there, the Shakara, and then you go there? As you will know, that a man don't come with everything. My sister, if he have money, the bedroom is a failment. If he don't have money, my sister, he make you come. In this situation, my sister said, I pale. Sometimes you don't stand. She said, you remember? Sengifuna unikhumbula ngekehla lami. Phela nami guys, I was once in a relationship with a 62-year-old. He was not standing, my sister. Hey, cha. I was doing modeling and doing the segment. Have you ever been face to face with something that is sleeping and is sleeping forever? And you have to do the segment like you are doing the segment on a stick suite. The problem is the lollipop is standing, but what you into ecambalele, you understand? Umthaca. Awusokiwe futhi. No circumcision. Is unfortunately ke phela likhehla la mina lika 62. Mina I was already doing standard 9. Standard 10. No. I was in standard 9. We call it grade 11. Nami ke vele mina when I met the 62-year-old, I was already pregnant. I also didn't say it to him. Mina, I was doing, and also it was my. Hayi ngicela ukuthi ngeke. Kodwa mina ngithi what mangabe esho because ngase ngina-experience, understand. She said ukuthi nje the segment, she was doing the segment on something that was sleeping. She segmented something that was sleeping. Sometimes he would stand and then he would sleep when it's inside her. Ngiyazi ukuthi people who are judge Judy's, they would say, hi, it's because this man was thinking ukuthi she was a ayikho leyo nto. So why did he take her and live with her so that she could do what? She even had a cleaner. I mean, we, of course, I don't know. We don't say like that. I don't know if it's a respectful word, but she had to aunt. There was someone who was coming and cleaning the house. She was living a soft life, except the bedroom was a problem. Except ukuthi ipipili lithaca wayemunca umthaca. Mina ngiyawazi mina umthaca ngawumunca kwacishe kwaphela unyaka. Mina ngingahlanzi. Asuke-ke emthaceni. Asikho isitori asikho ngami. Kufanele ngisiphinde nesi isitori sekhehla sesenasikhohlwa nisasazi. Kufanele nginiphindele in English. Do you guys, maybe I should come back with it. Mina tell you about me dating the 62-year-old guy. Ukuthi how it was like. Hence, njengamanje, I would be live here and be live there. There's no one I want to date for men. Ask Isnon. I don't want to date a man for money, but he needs to have a money when he's dating me. But I don't want to go to him. Nonkululeko Chabash. Hello, my love. Nonkululeko. You also just became a man. Mina. Ngiyawona phela ugreen. Ugreen usho ukuthi uyimember. Guys, nina nazi ngani ukuthi ngishilo ngathi uFacebook udoti angibuyeli kwaFacebook. KwaFacebook of course ngizoba khona, kodwa ngisezo ukuya kwaFacebook ngengqondo ukuthi ngifuna ukuba nama-ad, ngifuna ukwenza imali ngoba sila nginamavidiyo abukwayo kuFacebook ano-5 million, ano-10 million views. 10 million views, kodwa ngila ngirejistile namhlanje as an unemployment person who's seeking for a job. Kodwa sila ukube lawo 10 million views bengibenza la ku-YouTube. Kabehleka sona. So anyway, kasiqhubekeni. Umthaca, you look beautiful, thank you. Istory vele sikhona nala ukuthi kade he had elapses. Sis, yiphi phela nama-elapses. Ulate kodwa-ke you are still okay. Ipipila nama-elapses. Let me continue ngesingisi ngixube nesiZulu makuthi angixube nesiZulu. Ngase ngilunywe umasketo. Sisiwe athi ugeli i-Tanzanian wayevele. She was already with the Tanzanian. They were only doing the shakara. Before she even went to live with the white guy, before with the European, they even got in a relationship and lived together. She was vele bekumuntu akabayibhebanela naye eceleni yabo. So she said, at first, when she got in this relationship, she told the Tanzanian guy, you know what? We can't do it anymore because I want to be serious in my relationship. Sisiwe, when she saw that Uguti, that side, the cucumber is not standing. The cucumber have elapses. The cucumber is standing and sleeping when it's doing the job. My sister, I have been for long. I didn't know. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know. So siphinde soon. Hayi ngizosiphinda sis. Ngiyosiphinda. My sister. Mhlawumbe ngize ngi-ede nokunye engange ngikhohliwe, ngikhumbule ngase ngikhohliwe. My sister. I'm telling you ukuthi she said ukuthi when she saw ukuthi it was not good, the bedroom, she called the Tanzanian guy and said, I miss you. The Tanzanian guy said, baby, I miss you too. Come back home. Whenever the white guy was busy with the business, the European was busy going to close the shop. And the European guy, he was not a jealous man. He was a very good guy. I think he's still alive. I don't know. But I think he's still alive. He was an amazing person. I used to visit them a lot and stay there. I've never stayed a night, but I used to go and stay there for the whole day. Anyway, she went back. They still continue. Shakara with the Tanzanian. Shakara with the Tanzanian. Nonkululeko bakithi nangu elawini ethi nayo ucela umsizi ukuthi how do you become a member? But nami guys khona awuthi ngibo just 1 second ithandwa zami. Yeah, close. So don't be annoyed. Cousin, please do like the video. Ngicela ungabe annoyed kaze ezinye ingane mangabe zibuza. But ngoba amafoni awuthu ngisayongena ngibona. Kukhamba port lo. So I need to Google cooking with notes. Cooking with notes, new video. Subscribe. Yeah, Velaim. Join. Is he here, babe? For an example, uyahamba uye lapha phezulu, right? Let me show you. Let me turn the camera. Guys, I'm going to continue. Give me a minute. So, this is cooking with Nonsi. Ufike cooking with Nonsi. Yeka lokho okuvelayo ngoba sicinga page siya scroll nangu cooking with Nonsi, right? Siyavela set. Nangu join. Ama video ka cooking with Nonsi lawa avelayo uya ku join. Usubscribe phela uma ungasubscribe ileke bakithi ngiyacela usubscribe but uya ku join. Ufike uthi join. Nangu Tiki Nation nangu ku-join for 49.99 and then bese uyapress. Ngicabanga ukuthi 49.99 manje usuba u-80 rand or 90 rand. I don't know because this is in euros. And then usesipress ujoin. And then mina nginalo ikhadi eliklikhiwe lana and then usuzopressa nangu subscribe and then usuya-subscribe. So I hope ukuthi izithandwa zami nibonile nizobe seniya-try. Angazi ngoba ngi-live manje ukuthi ngenza kanjani. Enable restriction. You will need to disable mode. Okay, ngeke ngikwazi because it's my phone. Ukuya khona ngiphendule ikhamera ngiqhubeke. I hope ukuthi nibonile-ke izithandwa zami asiqhubekeni-ke. Baqhubeka-ke babhebhana. And I will imagine ukuthi iTanzania lale mpepha kamnandi kanjani. I will imagine futhi amaTanzania anamapipi impela amakhulu. Sis, vele nayo ukuthi iTanzania lali-rock her word. She says ukuthi nje the Tanzanian, sis, the Tanzanian was hlehlisa ring, the pusement. The pusement was going to east, the pusement was going to west. Sis, lalithi malingena iTanzania lithi north, lithi west, lithi north, lithi west. I mean, lithi south, angithi south ephezulu, lithi south, north, south, lithi west, lithi north, south, north, south, north. Shuthi lalimenza kamnandi. Hayi-ke sis, nansi-ke question that you're asking yourself. Did she tell the European guy, which we all ask, ukuthi, so did you tell him because he's Vaxatom? She said she did tell him because obviously he knew ukuthi she's not pregnant from him. And we asked Uguti, you know what she said? The guy said, I love you so much. Just stop sleeping with the Tanzanian. I will take care of the child. Anyway, when she went to the Tanzanian and told the Tanzanian she's pregnant, the Tanzanian said to Guti, I don't want children, so stay away from me. And obviously, she told the truth to the European. She told the European ukuthi she's pregnant. The European said, okay, she cried, obviously, and asked for forgiveness. He forgave her, and he said he loved her so much, he would take care of the child. Sisiwe, they stay together. Continue. Now, it was time for her to go and test. Sis, she was HIV positive. Now, okay, when she went and tested, she's HIV positive. I don't know what we should say, what we should not be shocked, or we should be shocked. I mean, she was doing this type of a job. I've never asked her, when did you start? And until she passed on, I have never asked her, when did you start this job? Or where did you start doing it? Yeah. She's HIV positive. Of course, she needs to go and tell him. And she did. Honest, she's HIV positive. You know what was not good? She did not keep it a secret. She was just telling, if you are standing on the street, she would say, hi, you know I'm HIV positive. When you are HIV positive, it is okay to talk about it. When you are HIV positive, don't hide it from people. People must know. Sis, because she was telling literally everyone, even the fly that is passing by. Okay, guys, I'm exaggerating. She wasn't telling people who are standing on the street, but she was telling every friend. I just think Uguti, she should have just kept it to herself in her relationship. Not that she says she tells everyone, and not guys, you can't tell a group of people some of the things that are about you. You understand? I get my sister, she was spreading the weight. Even the fly that is passing by, hello, I'm HIV positive. I'm pregnant. It's okay. You can take the medication. Hi, my sister. You must kill the fly, not tell the fly your news, because the fly is gonna go. My sister, the relationship will continue. The guy was supportive. The guy have never missed any appointment for this child. I'm talking about the European guy. The Tanzanian is nowhere to be found. He even changed the place. So, the Tanzanian moved from this city to a different city. He did not want to do anything with the child. I get the yes, when I since I have to say people she was telling the fly because literally that's what she was doing. Sissy, she gave birth. Before giving birth, she got TB. You know why? Because when she was pregnant, she was drinking. When she found out that she was HIV positive, she was visiting every friend that she had just to tell them because she's HIV positive. It was like she was proud of it. You understand? And she was, of course, she was drinking with everyone. Guys, and I don't know. Maybe it was her way of dealing with it. You understand? And that time, HIV had a very bad stigma. It was not something that is like now. Now it's like there's chronic diseases, there's this, you HIV, okay, so what? No problem. In these days now, you visit someone, when you go to someone's house, you hear the story that how a girlfriend was visiting the boyfriend. She stole her HIV medication, but she didn't tell him that she was HIV positive. Umdlalo nje usudlalwa manje ongenankinga nje ukuthi hayi I didn't have time. Abantu bathi yena hayi this person didn't have time to go and fetch the medication. So anyway, I visited this guy. I saw this guy is having the medication. I stole. After stealing the medication for this HIV, the guy won't call the girl and say, "Hi, when we had one night stand, why did you steal my HIV medication?" No, the guy is also gonna keep quiet because it's not something they discuss it. It is the medication that is bringing them together. It is the medication that is talking. Ukuthi they are both in this. You know, right now it's like, hi, so what? You understand? My sister, come back here. I tell you. Maybe it's the way she was dealing with the situation. There was a very bad stigma ke. Ngabo ngakabi nayo nami ingane yami leyokuqala. Esaluni ngiqale ukusebenza sengizalile ingane. Hayi, othuli ngaqala ukuhlala nabo ngifunda ustandard ba. Ustandard 8, 9. Ngangakayizali ingane. Ngangakayizali ingane. I think ukuthi mina ophambanisayo. I think ukuthi I knew her through othuli before salon. I don't remember. Or it's because very she ended up. I don't hear the story. I don't want you to hear the end of the story before I get to the end of the story. Let's continue. Ngiyabonga Nkosi yami wena uNkululeko. Ngiyabonga sithando sami. Let's continue. So ke thando sami uDali lo. Shuthi wayephuziswa mhlambe inhlungu. Mase Dagi bese yaxoxa. Mind you, as she's drinking so much heavily alcohol, she's pregnant. She's finding out about her status. She's pregnant. The drinking was more heavy and she was drinking with a lot of people. Then she had TB, tuberculosis. Sis. When she was giving birth, she gave birth and the child also became tuberculosis. The child was born also HIV positive. Now, okay, we have the European guy who's not the father of the child. We have the European guy who was ready to look after the child. Now, the child is being born HIV positive. The child also have a tuberculosis. I don't think they find out in the beginning that the child was tuberculosis, but I remember the child was struggling at the age of 1 year, or the child got the tuberculosis when the child was 1 or 2, but the health of the child was not good. Lalela ke sis, the Tanzanian is nowhere to be found. The child came out, the child had a bright skin, which was good for the white guy. When they were all going to get, it was not like, the child is black, the guy is white. It was just like, the girl is strong because the child is still colorful, my sister. Now, all the medication, and get us black people, we go and sit at the hospital, we go and sit at the clinic 5 hours, you have flu, you come out, you came with flu, you are coming out now, you have even tuberculosis, you have even catch because you are sitting and waiting. She's dating a white guy, they never sit at the clinic. She was having private doctors. My sister, medical aid. She was having now for this child also, the white guy have to pay. You understand, because now things are getting heavy. It's not like how the European was looking at the life. She made a mistake. Because she said she only did it one time with the Tanzanian guy. She didn't say she was busy doing with the Tanzanian guy. It was her guy very before. She just said there was a mistake that happened and then she got pregnant. Then she was forgiven, my sister. Me, my opinion, I think the white guy was thinking, okay, I love her. She made a mistake. She would give birth. It would be like my child, my own child. I will support the child. The family is going to grow. I'm sure Guti, he was even ready to adopt because since the pregnancy, the white guy have been there. My sister, now there is more expenses. There is life, just send for the West. My sister was still drinking alcohol even if she had tuberculosis. Yeah? Now, she's taking her medication for HIV. She's taking, and that time, wait.
Niyakhumbula amaphilisi engculazi esenza ozagiga? Niyakhumbula amaphilisi engculazi esenza niy'fuku? Uvele uphunywe ube nento ekumilela ngemuva. Uthi uhlangana mina endaweni-ke sasinabo uthole ukuthi umama omdala indoda yakhe ibifeba usenaleli lokhuzane. Kodwa usisi wayengazinakekeli ngani. I'm trying to follow, ngifike late. Sis, usisi waye-prostitute before. So ingakho mhlambe kwaba nale situation. Wait, ngithi mina, do you guys remember when you would, even when a person have so much rash, we would just say ukuthi hayi bese simhleba sisho singathestile, hayi this person is taking the ayibizwa ngani, I don't remember ukuthi nani wabiza ngani amaphilisi kodwa engabizwa ngamaphilisi, umqhufuzo. Yes we do. Umqhufuzo that time-ke sis. Now-ke she was drinking alcohol, right? She's taking the medication for tuberculosis, right? She's taking the medication for the virus, my sister. My sister, obviously, she started having things like very big bubbles, a very big pimples. Now it is the mixture of the alcohol. I mean, I asked you, good, you remember when the medication was starting to react. She started having a situation where we are looking at her, we are like, hey, boo. Oh, she was like, no, is this medication I'm taking? And then she would say, her TB is not very strong. So, I feel she had money. When she was coming, she comes with a full chicken of Nando's. So, we didn't care about her tuberculosis. We were not even putting a hand. When she was coughing, we would come and rub her here. No, you're going to be okay. Instead of staying away. Hey. Ngoba nina, including mina, when someone is wearing Louis Vuitton, they have big cars, you are thinking ukuthi nje rich people, now she was rich. Every time when she comes, she bring wine or she's bringing Nando's, or you wanna be close to her. You wanna take care of her tuberculosis. After she was coughing, if she used the tissue and she do this, my sister, we take the tissue with our own hands. We go and put it in the dustbin without washing their hands. Is a rich person was coughing, we come back and drink the wine and eat the full chicken. Hey ngoba imzimba is strong. I haven't had tuberculosis. I just think ukuthi in that moment when I think about it, I was saved by the muscle or bicep. But they say tuberculosis is not strong if you are already taking the medication. Yabo. Makulambisa. Nasinda ngokulambisa. Sis, sasinda ngokulambisa. My sister. Hayi-ke, she started losing weight, but she was still beautiful. She was beautiful. She was slender, very, very small, my sister. She started losing weight. The child was, that child's life was not very good, but they were trying by all means because they had money. She was going in good doctors with the child, and the nutrition for the child was different. If it was that time, you go, you find yourself in this situation sheet. You are HIV positive, you are pregnant, you give birth, you are thinking of buying what is this? There's this porridge in South Africa. It's called Life something. It's got vitamin life. You know that lifetime or life, it have life, if I think. I bought it in GS. I was home because the porridge is very powerful. When I'm a sister, if it's you are working where you are working in ShopRite Checkers, or you are working, my sister, and you are in this situation, obvious, you're gonna buy parish. You give your child this life something parish. You understand? You are trying to make some potatoes. This child future life, my sister. This is me and you. We don't have money. We are giving the child this future life. That child was eating some kind of You know, my pages, they take them pages, see that time they put in the blender. They put in the blender, they do something, and then they give the child have its own nutrition. The nutrition that was said by some nutritionist from a very expensive hospital, by a very expensive doctor. The doctor that have masters, and after the masters, the doctor have the bachelor. First, because these things, I only have my degree. What is what is following? But again, the doctors like that because the guy Pela was a European. My sister, the child Tige grew up very handsome boy, very handsome baby boy. The child was 1 year. They were still together, but the relationship was not nice anymore. She would come and stay with us hours and hours. She would visit her home for like a week and come back emakai. Says she would come and go back emakaya abuye. My sister, relationship was no more very good. And the child was still taking some kind of, I don't know where they were putting and feed the child for the tuberculosis because the child was sick. And the child was always crying, you know. Eh, before the content. Sizwe leyo content ingale. Not kulo YouTube wesizwe. There is cooking with cucumber pots. Sino cucumber pots waka YouTube. Leyo content leyo sizwe ilapho imunxwa kanjani ipipi. Le eyey'tori le channel le ey'tori nezinye-ke izinto abay'celayo ukuthi ngizenze. But wena udinga lenye i-channel, faka nje cucumber pots uzoyibona. Uzoyibona leyo channel khona la ku-YouTube. Hhayi-ke utshele nabangani bakho, uyishere leyo link leyo sithando sami wesizwe ku-WhatsApp wakho khane bebone nabangani bakho. Hhayi-ke nikhomente nilike futhi lapha kuleyo sis. Ingane yayihlala ngokugula yabo, kwakuyilezi ngane le type y'ngane evele ikhale. Of course ubaba uyagula ibe namafinyila, you understand, ihlale nje Nkosi yami ibhocobele kodwa iyinhle, yayiyinhle shame angifuni ukungasho, but nje Nkosi yami yayihlala ikhala ngaso sonke isikhathi. Angithi ngikutshela ngathi her mother have money. Even if the baby is crying, the baby is coming, the white stuff, the snot. I don't remember in English. English is not my language. The things that are coming. We didn't care because even the child had tuberculosis. I used to put the child in my lap. Sis, sometimes she would come with a packet like KFC, with a packet of KFC. So I would carry the child so that she would take for me 2 pieces. And because I'm carrying the child, I eat more than other people, you know, because she loved her child. So she was more very generous if you are loving her child. Sis, I was the one who used to wipe the child's nose, the tears, try to play with the child because her mother have money. Her mother is buying us food. She comes to see us. I was a student. One day, to cut the long story short, I think the child was like 2 years now. 2 years, 3 years. A European guy said he was selling everything he have. He was putting things in auction. He would like to go back to his country. He's tired of South Africa. The man sat with her down and said, you can have the TV. You can have this. Just call a big truck. I will pay for it. You take your things and you go back home. After I settle and I said I have sold all my things, I would then buy you a house so that you can live with our son. Pela, the son was the white guy's son since he was born in this situation. The Tanzanian was nowhere to be found. My sister, they own father. The white guy said, I will pay for the truck for you. That you take this truck and you can have this because at home you don't have even the fridge. The guy said you can keep the fridge. If you want the bed as well. She said, no, I have a bed at home because sometimes they visit home. So the guy said, yeah. See, I was there. The big truck came. The big ones, the one for moving. We were very sad. Umlungu uphindele emuva. We called the other friends. We were taking the things, putting inside. Taking the things, putting inside. Some small things she would give us. No, you can keep this. How faith heartbroken. It's been the same, God. Heartbroken and doing this when I know. Sis, I'm telling you. Samsiza kugesi safaka iy'mpahla zakhe zonke zokugqoka nomlungu wasiza safaka-ke safaka. Hawu, umngani wethu wabuyela emakhaya. Emakhaya la wathi kha, since behlala edrobheni. Umlungu wathi don't worry ngemali. I will send you money every month. So don't worry. This is not the end of relationship. I just need to sell my business. I need to sell the house they were living in. I need to sell this machine. And then I would buy you a nice small house just for you and your son. Agreement, everything. We were very happy for her because I mean the white guy is still taking the child like it's his own child. He have been paying for the medication for both of them. He have been looking for after them. You understand? My sister, they try. You are a storyteller. Thank you. You guys told me that and you made me trust myself also with telling the story. She took the truck and went home at the village to her grandmother. Luckily, she was a person who was visiting home, who was buying food at home. So she was so welcome. They gave her the room at home to put the stuff. At home, they didn't have a fridge. Now she came with a fridge. 1 week pass. We will take one phone, put airtime with friends. I think that time there was BlackBerry. If you have a BlackBerry, that time you have a very super amazing phone. Around 2010, 2011, I don't remember exactly. But in the phone they were trending that time, it was not the phones that we have now. We would gather together to one of the friends' phone and then we would call her. How? Ukephi mngani? Uright? Hey guys, ngiright nasekhaya kumnandi. Ithi ibhetri low. Sorry, ibhetri. Uright owner, you understand? Yeah. How owner i-continent yakho. Continent, i-Ivy continent. How? Athi ugele uright. How ugele uright? Hayi wena. Kuphela isonto lesibili. Maniniki. Sithi 1+1 izinto ayihlangani. Nangumlungu sambona. Umlungu akahambile. Hayi bo. The white guy have not left the country. We were telling each other ukuthi it's a second week. Let's not have a map up. The white guy is still selling his businesses. He's still claiming in his investments. Nina. 1 month. The white guy is still here. The European guy. When the story, the truck was called, the white guy was going now. Amadoda. A man would be a man. It does not matter he's white, he's black, he's Asian. 1 month pass, white guy is here. 2nd month, white guy is still here. European man is not. 3rd month, there was a lady who was moving in the mansion. My sister, the one that was moving in the mansion, this one nigga was not from the same club. This one was still a prostitute, but she was a sex worker. But she was I don't know if the prostitute word is a bad word, but I would just say she was a sex worker in another place. Now she was moving in. Wait, ngitshele. Hayi wena. While we were still putting our hands on our head, what is happening? Hayi wena. What is this we are seeing and hearing? You will find them in the city, the European and this new girl holding hands. Wait, let me tell you, she was younger than her. Very young, fresh, sissy way. Hi. While we were still puzzled, what is going on? There was a big truck like the same one as my friend, standing offloading her clothes to the machine. You know what I tell my distributors? In business, don't be comfortable. You never know when you're gonna wake up. There is a product that have swapped you. This is what I would also tell you before I continue with the story. Hmm? In a relationship, don't also be compatible. Hmm? I will say this ngesizulu. I don't want to say it in English. Indoda ayitshelwa yonke into. Angisho ukuthi ifihlani, angisho ukuthi kwenzakala ekuthini, kodwa indoda ayitshelwa yonke into. Let me say this one in English. When you are in a relationship, just be grateful for what you have for that time. For this guy, thing was not working. You can buy dildo, you can buy toys and toys yourself. If you were going to steal and eat outside, why not use a protection? Because I don't think if she got pregnant, maybe things would have turned this sour. Now it was too much. She have tuberculosis. She was HIV positive. She have a child that is also need a lot of care. A child who was weak and always crying. Do you understand me? And she was now drinking alcohol freely. Shinje, I say, be grateful for what you have. Stop thinking what you're gonna have everything at once. Stop thinking what you're gonna get a man that will F you good. He will look good. He will respect you. He will give you money. He will support you with the cause. We expect and we wish for that. But sometimes you cannot have it all. Sometimes you just allow Guti. He's respecting you. He's handsome. He's a good man. He got money, but bedroom is not good. Try to find things to support your bedroom instead of you rushing outside, coming back, bringing more problems because you never know what the future have. My sister was too comfortable. I get okay moved in. I remember one day, my friends, because I used to go there and the white guy was so used to me. My friend said that I should go there and say there was my earrings that I left there. I don't find them just to see if Ukel have settled in. My sister, Nami, I once said this. Mina ke kade ngayiqala ukuyithandela iy'ndaba. Mina, it's been a very long time since I like the news, since I like the gossip. It's just that I don't like to talk about the gossip and gossip and gossip to other people, you know. But if I want to find out something, I will stalk you and be like, oh, hey, I think she have, you understand? Sisi, I was the one who was sent. I went in and I asked Kige, I stand in the gate, because I even knew the what you say, the code for the gate. But in this moment, I did pass. I didn't just get in. Because what if this my new sister? She go fist me. I passed the European guy came to open. They call me Tsiki. I'm not Tsiki. But the name I used to use that time was Mancane. How Tsiki? Come in, no problem, come in. I come in. He pour me some drink. I sit. Sis, they had a swimming pool. Oh, my sister is wearing. Oh, my Mhelane is there. Oh, my sister is wearing. Guys, I want to demonstrate. Please give me 1 second. I'm coming. I cannot not demonstrate this part. I cannot not demonstrate this part. I need to. Forgive me. Forgive me. They had a swimming pool, my sister. It was stamina. This is her bikini. I cannot put it together. She was in a bikini like this. This is her champagne glass. sitting like this in the swimming pool with this hat. The life as my friend was living, now she was living it. This is her drink. She was sitting like this. A champagne, putting it down. My sister. And she was like, let's say the name of the guy was John. John, who's there? Sis, in that moment, I was standing in the kitchen having this drink that the European just pour for me. I'm watching her on the wind, my sister, putting it down, fixing her head, going back. Okay. The guy answered and said, no, don't worry, honey, just relax there. She said, okay. Fix her hair. Sissy, where is my friend? My child's friend is starting to eat the porridge. What is this super life? What is this porridge I was saying that our children will be eating? Hmm? My friend's child in the village, they are starting to make the porridge. There is no more nutrition with a nutritionist. Don't correct my English. I'm not saying English. There is not even that nutrition who's saying with the child. In the village, there is no blender. They were blending peaches for the child. The nutrition. The child is eating porridge now. It's what? 3 months. Sis. On the wall, they even have couple pictures in the sitting room. There's their pictures. It just shows who my sister is moving, have moved in, and my sister knew about our friend. So that's why I'm sure she was decorating to show what it now the mansion is hers. The mansion is not for anyone anymore. Excuse my sister. You know what was left? What was left was to call our friend. Our friend didn't know. When we were calling her, she was still saying, no, the last time he sent me money, it was very small money. I think his business is not selling very well. We still didn't tell her, Guti, Lalel, he's still here. He have not shifted. We just kept quiet. She would say, Guti, yeah, he promised me this much for allowance, but Nje is not, sis. After we have proof, Uguti, no, Umo Kelly is living there now. Umo Kelly have moved in. What was left was to tell the friend, long time, Michelle, uthi noSindi amahiwe ngestraw nonsi. Semunca amahiwe ngestraw. Uthini, I'm telling you, it was not soft anymore. Hayibo, in the village, she was even turning black. Because in the village, my sister, in the village it's hot. There is no more swimming pool that she's used to. She was even now drinking beer. No more drinking champagnes. No more drinking expensive wines. Emakhaya, shembamba. She's mambering. Michelle, come and take a seat. Long time. Sisi zayikhala. Wele rato zazikhala. Uthini ukazi indeed. Sisi yo wayesexakekile. Hayi. Then we have to sit down again and be honest friends. We have to take a seat and find a way to tell her without making her have heart attack. First of all, what she was eating in Makaya for these 3 months was not the same what she was eating. Number two, she loved alcohol. I think maybe alcohol was making her cope. She's eating whatever she's eating in Makaya, plus the stress. Now she's stressful. Ima, wait. In the mansion, they had a washing machine. She had a dishwasher. In the village, she is now washing for her child. Ageko aunt. There's no aunt. This is a helper that is coming to help. She's washing with her own hands. She's washing with the child. When she was living in a mansion, they had a auntie who was looking after the child. When the child is crying, they had people who were coming in and out sometimes to come and check the child. Sometimes the doctor would come inside the home to check for the child. Sis, now she's going to a clinic to take her medication, the medication for the child. Ngicela ukuyeka. Ngikuchazela ngoba I know you are sitting there, you know the situation right now, ukuthi the shit just got real. My sister. We sat down here, we are forming a concussion of telling this bombastic words, this bomb, to drop the bomb to her. Ukuthi, Mngani, we are sorry, but the man didn't leave. He was kicking you out. Actually, the man was breaking up with you, but he just didn't know how to break up with her. Apparently, because if now you are saying 1 + 1, he just didn't want to be with her anymore because he didn't sell anything. Yes, see, we sat down again, we made the call. She asked us how we were. We said we were okay. And then we asked how she was doing. She complained about the man. Of course, she's not used to this life, especially even before she met the white guy. She was living in the city, in that house where they were living with the other girls. Girl, how are you doing? Hi, imali, nje la emakhaya kuyabheda, ingane iyagula, iney'londa, angazi ngenze njani. Uma ngabe ngithi ngifonela indoda, sometimes ifoni ayiyibambi, sometimes ifoni iyayibamba, mina ngi-understand kwenzakalani. Sathi thina, oh, hlala phansi. Hlala phansi, oh, ngoba phela soba abangani ababi masezwa ngabanye abantu. Sathi asithandi uzwe ngabanye abantu ngoba idolobha lonke seliyazi, ngoba phela laba bafihli bahamba baze babambe ngesandla edrobheni. Sathi mngani, umlungu akahambile. Oh, sengikhuluma isiZulu. The European, he did not go to Europe. He's still nje here where he live. He's still in the mansion. But there is someone else that he's staying with. Unfortunately, guys, we only knew the name of the girl, but we didn't know the girl because the girl was doing the same work as what she was doing before. Ulusha phela ngithi wayi-sex worker, nalo girl lo fikile uyi-sex worker, but in different places. So they knew each other. We tell her the name, and she was like, "Wait, guys, don't say that. He's there." We said, "Yeah, he is here. He didn't leave." And she was like, "I'm coming tomorrow. I'm coming. Me and him, we're gonna fix things." Maybe he's scared to tell me that he wants us to fix things. Maybe he's scared to tell me why he didn't go. I know him. He's my man. I know him for a very long time. There must be something wrong. That's where we dropped the bomb. Because oh, there is someone else who have moved in. He's not scared. She said, "No, it cannot be. Who is that? Who is that?" We said the name. She was like, "Do you mean the so-so?" We were like, hey, we don't know if it's her, but that's the name. She said, "No, that it cannot be. It must be a mistake. Maybe she's cleaning the house." Sister, when you don't want to let go. She said, "No, maybe that is just a cleaner. You are mistaken." Ngakhuluma ke mina. Ngasho mina ngathi ngokuqafuqafu, hayi ngeke ubehle lapha efake efake umhelane on the swimming pool. She can't be a clean. And then she said, she said, if we are not understanding, she said she's the only one, Tina, we are not understanding her man. Her man can never do that to her. They have been through so much together. They have been through thick and thin over these years. He cannot do that. He cannot say to her she must go and then go to the village and suffer while he's in still in South Africa. It can't be. It can't be. I know my man. I know indoda yami mina ngiyayazi. Ngeke ngitshele umuntu ngendoda yami mina. No one can tell me about my man. I know my man. I will come there tomorrow. It was in the evening when we were dropping the bomb. We all said, yeah, they were sleeping together. We were not there, so she knows her man. Let us not say anything. Sis, kwakugagagaga. Nangempela, the next day, she was in the city. How? Oh, and she was saying, I'm gonna go to her bar first, and then I nangempela. She said because she went to the bar. I was not going with her. I was not there. She said she went to the bar, and when she got to the bar, Pela Angitu, she was met them. She drink for free. She comes inside the bar and starts counting the money if she wants. She can take some money if she need. That's what she used to do in this club, this bar club. When she got there, she tried to go. There was new staff, not the people that she know. The staff said, no, you cannot come because the boss did show us your picture. And he told us, if ever you come here, you cannot come in. Hainin. The shit keeps getting real. Kancane kancane kuyavela. Hayi bo. After that, she was very loud and she was a lady, but when she's angry and drunk, you wouldn't like her. When she was very drunk, you wouldn't like her. She would want to fight and do this and do that. My sister, let me cut the long story short. She went to the mansion. She tried to get in the mansion. I don't know if she used the code and get in and found them. But we just heard that they were fighting. She was trying to hit the new girl with the buckle. The reality people have said. My sister, this thing hit her so bad that she just went back to what she was doing before. She went back to work as a sex worker, bagiti, with prostitution. She started doing drugs because she was mentally disturbed. This thing, guys, mentally hit her so hard. She was saying ukuthi she couldn't accept it. She was saying ukuthi no, udlisiwe. This was a witchcraft. It cannot be. He was witchcrafted. She was saying ukuthi she need inyanga and zangomazi. She wants to take him there. She kept on begging the guy that they should go to zangomazi. She had to go to traditional healers so he can take this thing out because this cannot be. This girl have put something to him. Sister, my sister, when you have to move on and you don't want to move on, when the love is saying this situation cannot be, I get in the baby she was a stock. Where was the babe? She left the baby in the village because she was coming back to solve the situation shit that was happening here. Tandazami, of course, she was telling everyone. Another thing, the guy, when they were still together, kept on saying to her, "Stop telling people that you are HIV because people also think I'm also HIV." In reality, I think even the sex mate they didn't do because she told us what the guy was not the guy was negative. The guy also wasn't comfortable with the fact that she was just saying to everyone that she was a positive. My sister, she cried. She begged him. She went every day. She didn't go back home. She went every day to that bar to try and talk to this guy. After that, she started to do cocaine. I mean, cocaine, whatever. After that, she started doing the. And then she was smoking the pipe. Before she rest in peace, she never stopped. Even the child, they were taking care of the child, Emakai. I think maybe she went once or twice. She was now working on the street. You know those sex workers, you pay 50 rand for 1 round. That's how she was working because now she was working for smoking and for doing everything. That's why she was now even standing on the street. Nepara, even anyone who just wanted to sleep with her would just sleep with her. She didn't care. She just didn't care. She would walk on the street. You can almost see her pusment. She didn't care. Guys, she changed totally. Totally. There were so many things ezenzakalile empilweni yakhe. I remember ukuthi once she was booked in some hotel with some Indian. The Indian find her on the streets. The Indian came with a suitcase of money and they were doing with the Indian guy. the Indian guy, I don't know if he fell asleep or he was too high. She took the whole suitcase of money and went on somewhere where she was living in some house with this money. One day, and then this Indian was looking for her. She didn't go on the streets because she have this money. She didn't go back home. She just sat and just did the drug mint. She was smoking and smoking and smoking. One day, the Indian saw her. I mean, the money was finished. She went back to the streets to hustle. The Indian guy, because the Indian guy was not sleeping looking for her every time. I don't even know why the Indian guy had money in the suitcase. You know, guys, the suitcase la wavula peke. You know those suitcase you open peke and close peke. You open peke. Not the huge suitcase you drag. The suitcase that you see on the movies when they are carrying it, the business people and they put money inside. The Indian was carrying that suitcase. She stole the suitcase. She ate the money. I think inside there was like 30,000 or something. She smoked the money and everything. The Indian went and looked for her for many days and she was not going on the street. One day, a briefcase. Thank you, briefcase. One day, she didn't forget. She was just going on the streets thinking was the Indian was from Durban. Will never find her. The money is finished. So what? The Indian guy saw her. The Indian didn't speak. He had, he had the imvubu. You see the shambok. Imvubu le and India lapuma. My sister. India came out with the shambok. In my language, we call it imvubu. You just hold at the back. It's like India came out, did not speak, did not ask questions. The poor Indian guy, he knew there was no money anymore because this is the junk. You understand? The Indian guy knew this person is working on the street, sometimes sleeping here on the street. This person doesn't care about anything. Obviously, if she's still on the streets, she didn't buy anything valuable in the man. She smoked the man. The Indian got off from the car and started. Hmm? 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 Yay, she could not even move. I don't know who found her on the streets and took her to the hospital. The way the Indian hit her, the way the Indian did the things, says even the face, she had imvimbo. Even in the neck, she had imvimbo. That Indian made sure Uguti, the 30,000, he was counting it in cents, ngimvimbo. That's how bad she was. The toes, she couldn't even walk under the feet. I think that even when she was falling down, the Indian was. Sis, after that, if you will see her and you know her when she was living a soft life, you would be like, why would she do this to herself? What's happened? God, was the situation. Another scandal I also heard of her. She went into some house where they do that house had dogs. I told you when she was drunk, she was very rude and very crazy and violent. So the next door dogs is those dogs we call bulldogs. So she was walking and she started screaming because she was high. She started screaming on those dogs. Those dogs kept on barking until the dogs 10 past 4. The dogs were so angry that the dogs they jumped the fence. 10 past 4, bulldog. The dogs started bulldogging her, bulldogging her. After she just healed from Imvubu. Yeah. Sis, after healing from the shambok, she just healed from the shambok. Sis, the bulldogs bulldogged her. Bulldog, bulldog. She was the bulldog were taking places. And it's if bulldog if it's hambing, you go to the bone and stay and keep quiet. Sis, I don't know who came with a gun and starting to shoot at the dogs for the dogs to let her go before they eat the neck. Once they lock your neck, we have to buy black clothes. we have to say amagugu halelizwe ayosale mathuneni before once nje i-bulldog, the bulldog hair, bulldog. It did one of the dogs did eat some places in the face because you could not recognize her anymore. First of all, she had the scars for imvubu because imvubu slided. Now the dogs ate, sis. The dogs changed the game. May her soul rest in peace. May her soul, the child lived. The child lived. Why am I calling her a child? See, after the dog's bulldog, 1,000 ways to die. Don't forget to like, guys. When you are watching this after later, you are bored. Remember, we don't skip the ads, guys. Yo, kubalulekile ningawaskip ama-ad. Ningaze niyichofoze i-ad niyivule. Ningayiskip, don't skip the ad, guys. Don't skip. Ngintshela ukuthi isithando sami after the dog bulldog hair, even me when I saw her at the time, mina when she got so heavily in the drugment situation, phela nami angithi I came to Europe, I was hearing some stories when I'm here in Europe. When I saw her, nami I couldn't say ukuthi it was her. She was very beautiful, but Ilana, it was like they tried to push her after the dog ate. So she was very struggling to close the mouth, but she was still smoking. Oh, she could not leave it, she could not leave. After the bulldogige, I remember also ukuthi the house that the in later it once was burnt, and she was the only one. Some people went out, some people were burnt inside, but she was only one who was half burnt emzimbeni by the fire, but she was alive. Ngasho ngathi ngeke. Now I want to ask you this question. Do you think she's getting involved? She's still taking her HIV medication? Do you think during the bulldogment she was still taking her HIV medication? No. She was skinny as like a paper. Skin like a paper. One day I woke up, I asked one friend, how? Where is so and so? My friend said, she's normal. We are walking on top of her. How? When did this happen? I think when I heard, it was like 2 months or something after. And I'm like, yo, I wonder, Uti, after she have lived, after she have survived Indians, she have survived bulldogging, she have survived a house that was burning, she is finally resting in peace. But I think Uti, it was the medication meant that made her sleep in peace. That girl could conquer the earth and still survive. We will have tsunami, she will survive. I-earthquake, ngabe uyisurvivile, amanye amaphara afa, yena wasala. Let me thank you for being here. Thank you guys for here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for enjoying Istorisa Girl. I wish you for an amazing night. Usabulala. Tomorrow there is no story. Tomorrow I need to breathe. I've been pushing myself. TikTok, I'm pushing. You know, we're not gonna have a story. Wednesday, sizoba naso story. Ukuthi kufake ngizoba nesami. Namhlanje asikho esivukile, kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi sizovuka. Engizoza naso. Ziningi izinto ezenzakalile. Oh, ziningi. There's a lot of things that have been happening in my life that I haven't shared since I was not telling story anymore. The story. Oh, kodwa bengijwayele ukuphinde nginixele ngokumunca ipipili ekhetha. Niyakuvuma yini lokho ukuthi nginixelela but sayixoxa nje leyo, mhlawumbe siyixoxe nge-English, I don't know. But-ke angifuni ukunikeza lelo thuba, ngizonifikela naso nje esinye esenzakalile. Nxa isandla sami. Ningakhohlwa na ukujoyina phela i-subscription, guys. Nifike lapha nisubscribe and subscribe.